What is up, Thick players? It's your boy, Yoda of Thick, Gandhi of Thick, the Master of Thick. And we're here with some Mutt Seasons gameplay. We're checking out the team right now. As you can see, we got 89 Odell. That's who we pulled from the house rules that gave away the Mutt Superstars. The dual tight end combination, OJ Howard, Trey Burton. We upgraded our defense a little bit. That's what's got it to 81 overall. So we got the Deacon Jones. We put him at D-tackle. And we got some new safeties. Malik Hooker, who's an excellent pass coverage free safety, and Ken Houston, both a good user and good in coverage. So we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna be going for the playoffs. We're gonna got 4 games coming up right here, and we're just gonna get into game number 1 right now against this boy. I believe I start with the ball against him, and so we're just coming out, and of course we got to come out halfback wheel. You know, outside right receiver on a slant. Motion him away. And we're going to see what comes up. So, it doesn't look like anything's open here. I missed the slant, actually, right over the middle. It was not. Nope. I was too busy looking downfield. And we're just going to take off with Baker, grab the 1st and 10. So, now we're going to see if we can try another deep play. And nothing is popping up. He's got excellent coverage here. And I'm scrambling around, just trying to wait for something to happen. And I don't know what I was doing. I had the streak coming down. If I had just thrown his way, but I threw right at his user, and he gets the easy lurk. That was definitely on me. That was not a thick play. That was the opposite of a thick play. But we're coming out on defense here, and he's actually just gonna give the ball right back. He throws right at my user. Right there. I've kind of gotten the habit of running cover 2 or running man coverage, and then I'll just use her the entire middle of the field and send 6. And so that's what I did there. And we got a big play off of the what is it called? Just a short post route by the tight end. Fortunately, did not fumble, and we're doing some out routes. And then we see Odell beats him. But that's not who we're going for. On the right side, we look for Howard as Howard beats his guy, but his user makes up for it and is able to grab that pick. Now we're on the 1-yard line, and we just got to lock up here, and we can get the safety. And I send 6 guys, and the pressure just does not quite come in, but he's still only got a yard out of us. He's on the 2-yard line. The pressure's still not coming, and he is able to find Tyreek Hill for a 10-yard gain to get out of the end zone here. And so we're switching into man coverage. I didn't get into the play I actually really wanted, but I sent enough pressure that by the time he rolled out to try to throw that deep ball that my user was on, and he didn't throw it because we got pressure. But right here, he caught us down the middle of the field, caught in that cover 2 shell, the middle field wide open. I wasn't on it, and he gets a big gain here. And right here, the pressure's absolutely screaming at him. There's nothing he can do there. And right here, he's boxed. He's trying to give the ball back, and he successfully does. Thank you very much. And we're not able to get a big return with Ken Houston here, but that's all right. So we see cover 3 here, so we know that some of the seams are going to be open. He's late with his user, so we're going to be able to hit that tight end on the seam route really quickly. And right here...
oh, shit. Here we go again.
I saw Odell beat the outside cornerback right there. And, he just, his safety was just able to go out and make a quick play. I even, passed out to the outside, but he got Kevin Byard back there, and he's able to make a great play. So he actually tears us on the run right there, and I had Bradley Chubb in a seam flat right there. Bradley Chubb's not good in coverage, so he dots us up there. And right here, he's boxed, and we are able to sack him. He's driving down, and it's still 0-0 in the second quarter. So if we can hold him here, then that'd be great. So he's got 3rd and long here. And if we can stop him, we get stuck on a D lineman. But it's absolutely boxed anyways. And if he had actually been able to get that throw off, he would have just been picked by the safety who was right there. So we settled for the field goal. And right here, I see the slant. And, that's Khalil Mack. That's not a coverage guy. So Brandon Cooks is able to catch the ball over him. And A pops open right here. And I know if I pass lead down, I can shield the ball with his body, and so I do. And right here, I see Odell got the one-on-one on the outside, and in man coverage, if you throw him on the streak with that streak specialist coverage, and he gets past the guy, he's just going to beat him. And that's what we do. We throw it up to him, let Odell make a play, and he does. So we take the lead 7-3. So right here, we're locking him up, and he finds the tight end right there on the flat route. I mean, I had a cloud flat right there, but he kind of got sucked up to the top for the other route. And right here, what is this glitchy shit? Get the fuck out of here, man. He stiff arms me. That's fine. That should happen. Stiff arms are overpowered. This is before the stiff arm patch here. And then, but like the other cornerback just decides he's just gonna trip over, and that was just crazy. And it happens right here. Oh, sorry, not this play, but it does happen again later. So we go for the strip instead of the hit stick anymore. And he got that Todd Gurley and the Mark Ingram combination, and they're really good. But we got 4th and inches here. We run commit. We shoot the gaps. We had like 4 guys right there, but Todd Gurley is able to fight for those yards and get the first down. So right here, he's absolutely boxed, and he throws right at like my DB right there. He throws right at. It wasn't even but he didn't get the reaction, so he's able to get the touchdown here, and that's fine. So he goes up 10-7. I hit Cooks on a seam route, but just a little bit late. His corner's able to make a play and knock the ball out. And so this time, I'm just going to dot my way up the field. You know, these Odell out routes, I'm just going to keep hitting him. If his corner's playing off like that, my offense basically just runs through Odell. He's by far my best offensive player. And so if he's going to leave his cornerback up like that in a deep blue, any kind of deep blue, I'm just going to keep hitting that out route. As you can see, Odell didn't get his feet down right there. But again, we're just going to keep hitting it. And then he finally decides to user that side of the field. But that leaves the other side of the field wide open. And we're able to hit O.J. Howard on the seam route, get down to the 1-yard line. And we run the toss here. And we get out with Tariq Cohen, dodge his user linebacker, and get in for the big, fat, thick tutty. So now we go up 14-10. This guy sucks. You know, he's been trying to throw us the ball. He has so little confidence in his passing game. He doesn't even pass anymore. He just runs. That's the only way he gets his yards. He's passing here. He's got a 3rd and long right here. It's pretty boxed right there. Pressure's coming in and incomplete pass. So now we got him on the 4th and long, and he's going for it. It's the 4th quarter. He's down by 4, so field goal doesn't really help him. And he's absolutely boxed. Nothing is open. When I'm in that cover 2 and I send everybody, the outsides tend to be pretty well covered. It's the middle part that's difficult to cover because I got to cover the entire middle myself. And so we get the ball back here, and Cooks absolutely burns him up the seam. We get a huge gain, and if we can get a touchdown here, we will absolutely, blow this game open, 2 scores, and somehow O.J. Howard wide open does not get his feet down. But that's all right. We'll come back. Christian McCaffrey right here, juking our way into the end zone, and now we go up 21-10. And he drives his way down the field, actually, but he throws right at the user again. He switched from one slant to the other slant, and, he fell right for that bait, and we got that ball back. And so that's pretty much going to be the end of this game. He quits out. Obviously, 4th quarter, game over. So that's one. So we won this one. So we're getting into game 2, and right here, he's this guy who's on the Cardinals decides that he wants to throw right at my cornerback, but he gets really lucky about that. And somehow his guy holds on to it. And I leave the middle of the field open. And he throws a post and gets a touchdown off of it. So what should have been a pick turns into an easy touchdown. But we're coming right back. Odell beats him off of his cornerback off the line of scrimmage. And we just chuck it deep. And that streak specialist, that nice long 75-yard touchdown. So it's tied 7-7. He got the ball back. I'm trying to lock up on defense here. Nothing's open for him, so he takes off with Russell Wilson. I forgot to put my guys in the QB contain. That's not happening anymore. He tries it again, but we're ready for it this time, and we're able to sack him. I think he actually gained a yard, so that didn't work. But again, he beats us over the post, and Ken Houston just can't make a play on it, so he gets a big gain. So now he's pretty much in the red zone. He's running the ball, and he catches my user overcommit. I totally overcommitted on that run. I had to pick one side or the other, and I picked the wrong side. So right here, his user was on the slant, but I knew I had positioning on it, so as long as I pass led down, that was a safe throw. And so I completed it right there, and as Odell comes open on the deep crossing, he's also got that cross specialist, so he's got better route running on success rate on those crosses. And right here,
Oh shit.
I
Here we
mean,
go again.
I just panicked. I didn't even mean to press the button that I pressed. That's why you see me lob it. I will almost never lob it. I will touch pass or I will bullet. But that lob was actually... Then he gets the ball at the 1 yard line and he throws right at my user! And I got that Malik Hooker just for those diving animations because he has that ability that he makes those diving catches. And then he dots, and then not a dot, but like somehow my linebacker just decides to fall instead of tackling. So he gets an extra like 40 yards off of that. That's some BS right there. So, I mean, this guy's kind of getting locked up. And again, he throws right at my safety, who just doesn't react at all to, step in front of that and pick that off. So, he's up 19-7, but I feel like he's been pretty lucky on offense. And he really, he's really kind of boxed. Like, I feel like I can hold him on defense. But he actually boxes us for the first real time right there. And we had to punt. And then he's back on offense. Only 40 seconds left in the half. So if we can hold him here, we can have a good chance to get the ball back. But we get stuck on a lineman. We're also in man coverage and on the wrong play. And the DB, he just missed that pick. And he's able to take that into the end zone. Now it's 27-7. Now I'm starting to lose a little bit of hope. I still got hope. I mean, I've made better comebacks than this. But right here, he gets the fumble and picks it up and returns it for a touchdown on the kickoff.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
That's about my end right there. So that game is over. Fortunately, we're done with that one. Moving on to game 3. So we're playing against this other Patriots fan, and we only need 2 wins to get into the playoffs here. I didn't record all my games here, only a couple of them. And so we only need 2 more wins to get into the playoffs. And so if we win this game and we win the last game, we're able to get into the playoffs here. So right here, he's driving down the field. He absolutely sheds some tackles with Torrey Holt right there. I think he's got the fully upgraded MUT level master 90 overall. So, that's definitely going to be better than all the guys on my team. And then he finds an absolute dot on that corner route right there. He'd been dinking and dunking. And so I played hard flats. And right here, oh my gosh, he throws right at my user. And again, Malik Hooker making that diving play, but he's just not able to quite make the play. And he gets the touchdown. And I was really frustrated by that. I felt like that should have been a pick right there. I undercut that. But so we're dotting our way down the field a little bit. We're dinking and dunking ourselves. Taking our 10 yards here, taking our 5 yards, 7 yards there. We're just trying to play smart right here. And again, we're hitting the drag. Not trying to do anything too crazy here, especially coming off of that last loss. Just want to pretty much play it safe and keep the game close, because I know if I keep the game close, I can adjust better in the second half. And so I'll play much better in the second half than my opponent will. So I just need that time to adjust. I just need the game to be close. So we're down 7-0, and we're driving down the field. We find that seam right here, and I think we're going to hit Odell. He was in cover 3, but I was looking at Odell, and Odell didn't really beat him off the line, but he beat him on positioning, and once I saw that good positioning, I knew I had to hit him, and so we found him for the touchdown. That was a pretty easy touchdown right there. So now it's tied 7-7. We're just kind of locking him up, and he throws right at the user right here. He was absolutely boxed. There was nothing open, so he totally forced that. And we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to get the ball back here. And right here, I look at O.J. Howard on the right side, and I see him on the safety, and he absolutely burns John Johnson. A little bit of stick work to dodge that tackle, and we in there for the touchdown. Now we're up 14-7 with about 2 minutes left in the half. So right here, I'm running the blitz from the left side, using Chubb, and he finds our receiver on the curl route, right where the seam flat should have been, but the seam wasn't there. Shazier was not there on the seam flat. And right there, he runs a good concept, two middle of the field routes, and I can only cover one at a time on either side. And so that was a good play on his part. And he does it again. He finds the curl again as we run a different blitz, and he's able to get to the 7-yard line. So right here, he runs a screen, and I wasn't even looking for the screen. I gotta admit it. That was a really bad user on my part. I got to be looking out for that. So now it's tied 14-14. We got 1 minute left, so we got to see if we can make anything happen on the kickoff here. We get nothing. So we're going to have to get a touchdown pretty quickly here. We don't have that much time. Or maybe if we can just get into field goal range. So we're trying some deep plays. We got the deep crosser open with Odell right here, so we're just going to possession catch that, make sure we get out of bounds. We got it. So now we're at midfield, and if he's going to stick in cover 2 or cover 4, I'm looking to see if I can go Odell deep on that deep post. And I see Odell pop open over that cover 4, and I go for it, and Odell comes down with it. Big, thick boy. Odell is a beast. I love that boy. And so we get that touchdown. And on the next play, he throws it right at our user. And I'm thinking, crib.
Nope.
But he's got that 90 overall Torrey Hole, who's too fast for us. So, with 3 seconds left, we just got enough time to kick the field goal here and go up 2 scores going in a half. So now we've double dipped and we get the ball back. So let's see if we can triple dip. If we can triple dip, we might be able to get this guy to quit. So we got the post open with Odell against the cover 2, and he's taking it all the way. You ain't catching up to Odell, man. He's too good. He's a thick boy. Odell's a monster. So now we're up 31-14, third quarter. He responded well. He drove back down the field, and right here we're ready for him. We're ready for him, and he throws the flat route, and he doesn't get any yards on that. He gets like 2 yards. So now he's got 2nd and goal on the 4-yard line, and I'm thinking, all right, if I lurk him here, he will quit 100%. So that's what we're going for. He throws a really behind his receiver's back pass, and our user is there, and we're able to pick that off and go up 31-14. And as I predicted, that guy, he's gone. He was not able to hang with us. He needs to learn from the Yoda of Thick. He got to learn. Young Skywalker, you still got much to learn. You might be a Patriots fan. You might be a good boy, but you ain't a thick boy. You ain't a thick boy. So we're into the last game. And we're starting off with the ball on the very first drive here. And we're starting off with halfback wheel. And that was a little bit of a dangerous pass, actually. I saw the man coverage, and I was going for it. I got it over his user, but his DB actually stuck with Odell pretty darn well there. And I see Odell with a one-on-one coverage again, and I'm going for it. Going for the aggressive catch, see if Odell can out-jump him. Odell's got that high-spec catch, so that's, definitely a thing I'm looking for. And that wasn't open. Right here, I see his user overcommit to the left side, and I hit the seam route, but he's got Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, he's a big hitter. He's got the strip specialist. Earl Thomas will get you fumbles. I am scared of Earl Thomas. And so right there, he gets the fumble with Earl Thomas, gets the ball back. So that cuts our drive short. Unfortunately, we're not able to score. He's got the ball. We forced an incomplete pass. He got 3rd and 10. And right here, I was thinking pick. I clicked on the Lattimore. I thought we had him. I thought we totally had that pick. But it wasn't to be. His receiver was able to come down with it. And right here, he's dunking his way down. I'm going for the strip. And he's almost in the red zone here. And we're using the safety here. And that was dangerous because that was 3rd down. But when I send 6 like that, I only have 3 guys on man coverage route. So if you send a running back out on the flat right there, there's no one covering him. So that could have been a touchdown on an accurate throw. So that was pretty lucky right there. And then he actually missed his field goal. So, luck might be the reason he doesn't have 7, but it's not the reason he doesn't have 0. He has 0. So we find a dot over the middle of the field right there, and absolutely nothing's open. He boxes me up right here. That man coverage he's been running, he's got a better team than me, so that man coverage is going to be pretty useful against me. And I see Odell on that left side. Ooh, man coverage. And I'm like, ooh, I know. But this game actually happened after the patch. So I was messing around with the double team right there. So I double teamed Von Miller after Von Miller had just sacked me. So that was cool. I do like that double team mechanic in the IDing the mic kind of a thing. It's really cool. So right here, I had 3rd and long after the 1-yard gain, and I find O.J. Howard on the seam route, got the positioning, and that gets us down to the 40 line, and Christian McCaffrey just punches it in. So we actually do take the lead 7-0, and he runs the ball, and with a little bit of good ball carrier vision, a little bit of wiggles, he's able to get a big gain here. And right here, he gets another big gain on the run, and we just got to hold him, make sure he doesn't get a touchdown. If I know he's running, I can lock him up. As we do for 2 straight plays, which is what got us to this 3rd down and 10. And right here, ooh!
Gotcha, bitch!
He missed that over the middle. He was just a little bit late on it, and my user was able to get back on it. Pat Tillman, 71 overall. Pat Tillman's able to get it for the user pick and cut his drive short. Odell's able to get that deep streak right there. And again, his user overcommits. And I'm able to get that seam route right over his user. And right here, we got both seams open right there. And oh my god, Earl Thomas just scared the shit out of me with that big hit. I was really worried about that fumble right there. But we're able to get into the end zone. We go 14-0. And he throws the ball right at us. Right at us. I streak right down the middle of the field. I'm in cover 3, bro. That ain't the read. That ain't the read. But there's only like 30 seconds left, and we weren't able to score. So we take it into halftime. He gets the ball, and right here, easy. Like, come on. We've all seen PA crossers about 1,000 times. We all know what's coming. So I'm able to use that, and again, Odell's able to beat his man on man coverage and get that 20-yard completion. And so we're driving down the field. We only got 25 yards to go to the end zone, and we find that that slant route over the middle with the tight end for a good gain right here. I see his user was a little bit late on it, but he was able to catch up to it, so I knew I had to throw it high, so I touch passed it.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And then this happened. Another fumble. I'm like, damn. This game is 14-0. But it could easily be like 28-0 if it weren't for those fumbles. But justice is served. The user hits the fumble. We're able to get the ball back. Deacon Jones returns to the 5-yard line. We got 1st and goal. We're just going to run the ball down his throats and get it into the end zone. He stuffs us right here. We only get 1 yard right here, but we back at it. We're not done. We're not done. We're going to stuff the ball right down his throat. Just keep giving the ball Christian McCaffrey. This boy will fight. He will fight for me because he's a thick boy. He's a small boy, but he's a thick boy. And then we get the ball down to the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal. This might be it. And Christian McCaffrey outruns the entire defense and takes it in for the touchdown. And that is going to be 21-0. I guess 20-0 because he decides he's seen enough. He's gone. That's it. He's gone. And so that's it. So we're able to win the game. And that's playoffs. That's playoffs.
Tell them to bring
All I gotta say
money.
is you might have a 77 overall team, or like me, you got an 81 overall team, and you're playing against people with better teams. But you know, you just gotta have a couple good players, and be able to out scheme your opponent, and you can beat all the good teams. As you can see, I mean, all those guys, I think one of them had like an 82 and 83 overall team. The other guys I played, they were all 84, 85 overall teams. I checked their teams before that. They all had elites at every single position. And that's going to be it from me. So stay tuned for the playoffs, because that's going to be live commentated, and you will see some much stronger reactions. Peace.